we alive? Just want to check quickly. Hello. Alright, I think we're live. Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Rizzy Lucas. I am the Shipwrecked Mage of Light, and today... Ooh, we got something special to talk about today. Okay, so... lately, when I've been doing some of my art streams, I have been like whenever I'm decide to draw something the past few weeks I've been doing the art streams, it's been very hard for me to decide what to draw right away, and I feel like I just draw random stuff. It's like I don't have a plan. And when I was at work earlier today, I had an idea. Because, like, I wanted to get my art to, like, I wanted to draw and tell stories at the same time. That's what the whole, art and write, oops, I forgot. Forgot to put that logo up. There it is. There it is. Forgot to turn that on. But yeah, that's what the show Art and Write is all about. That's what the Worldsmith Club's all about. I wanted to do something that incorporates both art and writing into this. Now, the thing is that my mindset for a while has been that I felt like I needed to improve myself in drawing before I got started really telling the story I want to tell, because honestly, the story that I really want to tell has really good, requires good art. I think the story that I'm trying to tell in the medium I want to tell it in requires good art. I basically want to make like a webcomic or a graphic novel of this particular story. And unfortunately, the thing is, I don't believe I'm good enough yet. I'm not good enough in art to start telling that story yet. I feel like I need to reach a certain point before I start that story. So, but then what do? It's like I'm so limited in what I can do right now in terms of art, based on my lack of skill that I have right now. But I just I had this idea at work today, and this idea is basically, what if I created a story in which the art improving itself over time is a part of the plot itself. That's what my big thing on here is. Like, I start out with very simplistic drawing in the beginning of the story. You know, like blots on the... Okay, I won't get into the blot part yet, because that's what this panel here is all about. I'm not going to get into that just yet, but basically, this is the concept I have. Like, this is the concept I was thinking of at work today. So, if I start off with something simple, like, say I start with a simple dot. I start with a simple dot on the page. And then this one dot is a character. This simple little dot on the middle of a white page, a white open canvas. This little dot, this little blot, is a character. And not only is this a character, but this is a character that interacts with the author itself, the author themselves. So, we'll just use me as an example. Say that this is about an artist, or someone who wants to be an artist. They basically are down on their luck. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They want to be good at art, but they just lack the motivation, or whatever is troubling them. Like, this is basically... I don't have the whole story set up right now, because this is a fresh idea I've had today. This is a fresh idea. So I'm just today I wanted to kind of discuss, at least the first part of the stream. I wanted to discuss what my what my idea is for this. So, as I was saying about the blot, like there's this little blot in the middle of a white canvas, and the author, like, basically, like, just puts his pen down, randomly on his pen randomly down on the page. It makes a blot, and because of a mental block or whatever the problem is for the author can't seem to continue. It's like something's holding him back from continuing. But then he leaves the paper alone. He goes off. He leaves his easel alone, and that little blot begins to become sentient. That little blot becomes sentient, becomes self-aware. This little tiny blot on the paper becomes aware. And when the author returns, the blot does its best to try to try to communicate with the author. And when the author finds out that this little blot is actually alive, this causes a relationship to form between the blot and the artist, and the creator, the maker of that blot, the artist. I mean, he doesn't call himself an artist because he doesn't think he's good at art. So that's the thing. So that's what sets the stage. And so the blot and the artist end up helping each other. The artist works himself to improve in drawing, and as he gets better in drawing, Blot grows as well as a character. Not just physically, not just like in terms of like a character arc, like not in terms like metaphorically or like character development, but like they literally become more complex. The blot becomes more complex. Like, say, like the little blot ends up turning into a full shape, and then that full shape turns into like a stick figure or something. And then the stick figure becomes more complex. Basically, his blot's body becomes more and more complex. And that's kind of a little spoiler there, because the main character's name is Blot. It is the blot on the screen. Yeah, that's what this little poster I made earlier today. That's kind of like my little concept art of the like a little concept of the of what I want like the cover to be. So I got those little ink blot, and all you really see are very simplistic design. Like, you got a simplistic smile. No, it's not a smile. A simplistic frown, and then you've got the eyes. Simplistic eyes, frown, and then you've got like little simple tears right there, teardrops. And so that's what I have in mind here. That is something really good. And then I have that line up there: the greatest things start out small. I was trying to look for a better line than that, but that's probably the best I got at the moment. But yeah, that's basically it, because I want this comic to be something that starts... It's basically a comic that starts off bare bones and only the most rudimentary art style, the most rudimentary things you could do, like straight lines, basic circles, like the most basic stuff is in the beginning. But then, as the story goes on, as the author and the main character build a relationship together, the artist becomes more skilled, and the main character becomes more complex in terms of not only his character, but also his physical appearance. So that's basically what I do. So by the end of the story, both the author will improve, and the main character will be completely different in appearance and character from what he used to be. That's kind of what I want to go for with a story like this. And it's kind of poetic, because like I myself can relate to the artist character in the story. So that's kind of what I want to go for with this. I think it's a very interesting concept, and I am excited to see how far I can go with this. And I feel like I needed something like this. I needed something to motivate me. Like okay, it's not enough to just draw random things. I wanted these drawings to mean something. I felt like I needed to draw something that I cared about. Like little slimes, little trees, like they were just drawings. They were just things to practice. They weren't anything I was putting my heart into. And that's why I needed to make something like this. I need to start making something like this, because this means that these drawings aren't just drawings or practice. These are part of a story. These are part of something that means something to me. And so that's basically what I want to do here. So, so what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the night, I don't know how long the stream's going to be, but I do want to do, like, start working on some, like, paneling today. I'm not going to draw too much. I probably do, like, little rough drawings. So, okay, I already saved this picture, so I should probably erase this. Let's see, can I clear all this? There we go. Okay, we reverted everything. Alright, so basically, I have here, this is a file where it's specifically for, like, webtoon comics. This is a format specifically for webtoon comics. So this is probably what I'm going to be using. This is probably the format I'm going to be using when I'm drawing this comic. So, oh, by the way, when the story said the title was, like, the blot effect, it's basically like the entire story is about the effect that the main character has over the author and the world that ends up becoming created through all of them. So that's what the blot effect is. So I want the blot effect to be a story that is constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. And in the center of it all, it is a relationship between the art and the artist. And so that's what I want to do going forward. So for the next little bit, I'm probably going to be working on, yeah, I think I said this already. I'm going to be working on the paneling. I've been trying to work on practice some paneling and maybe do, like, some sketching, just to see, like, what I kind of want, how I want to execute it in the future. When I will release the finished, I don't know. When will I be able to finish a whole full chapter? Like, I don't even know. This is all brand new for me. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is an experimental stage here. I am not going to be sitting here for 2 more hours just basically, like, making the entire first chapter. Like, that would be ridiculous. that would be really ridiculous. Even though I'm pretty sure these early chapters are going to take a lot less time to make than the later chapters. Like, if I get better at art, like, it's going to be crazy. But I also want to make another little announcement, because right now it is May, and I'm going to be moving for the first time in my own apartment I'm going to be probably moving in around June. I'm going to be moving to a new apartment around June. I don't know what I'm going to have in terms of internet when I move in there. So So basically, I'm going to be making plans for to move in the near future. So release. So my stream schedule will probably be interrupted for the summer. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what we can do in the future. So there's going to be inconsistent stuff in the summer. I might be able to post videos, but in terms of live streams, I don't know. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be doing many live streams during the summer. So that's just a little heads up for anybody. All right, so I think I've said enough that I need to say. I think I'm going to go right and try to see what we can do here in the first page. Oh, yeah, there was something... Oh, wait, it's not here? Darn it. Oops. No, not that. There was a page that I was looking at. It was showing me how to work with paneling for webtoons, but I'm not sure. That was probably in the let me just open that quickly. Whoops. Are you there? Ah, there it is. Clip Studio Paint, the start screen. Alright. Got that. Ah, yes, the paneling tips. Oh, yeah, vertical format, yeah. Like, if you want to read them on your phone and stuff like that. I don't know if I can show this on stream, but yeah, I'm just looking at the paneling that some people have here. Okay, so yeah, we'll look at that later. But yeah, I think we won't worry too much. I think what I'm just gonna do first is just set up like what I think the panels should look like in the beginning. See, the thing is what I'm thinking here, because like in the story it should start off with like a blank screen. It should start very blank. Like the author, like the only thing that I should have in like the first couple pages is like pure white canvas. It's a pure white canvas, and the only thing that you see is the thoughts from the author's own thoughts, his own dialogue, his own inner dialogue. And I think that would be a good way to start it. I'm just brainstorming here. This is a brainstorming stream, and I'm just trying to see what I can do. Alright, so... Alright, let's see... Maybe that works there? Whoa. Excuse me. Undo that quickly. I think we'll do text first here. Definitely go with the Vicious Circle font again. Maybe italic. Let's try down here, maybe? Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to be writing with that at the moment. Like an idea for... For what line would I begin the story with? It would probably be something... Because if the author, if everything starts off with blank slate, everything blank, maybe the author is like depressed or some very down in some way. I wouldn't expect the author to be very positive right in the beginning of the story. Like that could be something that the author is developing over time. So, like if I was in his shoes, what would I say? Which I kind of am in his shoes in some respects. Maybe I can't relate entirely to the author, but maybe I can relate to him somewhat. But what would I say? Might say... Oh, no. Okay, let's move that in a little bit. So, you start reading. You read down. Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I really can't have a... I really shouldn't have the paneling. Okay, so we're not going to do the paneling just yet, but we will put the letters again. Let's try that again. Okay, so we'd be centering this. So basically, like if you see it on a, I'm trying to look at it from like a phone perspective of the phone, of a phone. So, whoa, 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 two blown up there. Gotta see where I am. So, starts up here. Starts blank, still stays blank. Just scroll down, and then you go, come on! And yeah, that would be a good way to start it. Like an author is like frustrated. He's frustrated for he's trying to come up with something, trying to draw something, but he's stuck. He's stuck in something. That's good. This is a good start. Good start. And I'm just brainstorming here, so none of this is final. So there's the come on. Scroll down for a little bit. Maybe add something about there. So what would he say after come on? Yeah, this is difficult. This is difficult. Maybe... this is not going to be official yet, so I'm just trying to see... Where would that be on here? I think that's good. Yeah, because it shows the frustration of the author. You have a blank. You have a blank page. Come on. I think I need to distance these words a little more. There we go. That's good. Now let's blow this up a little bit more, so I can get a better view of how this flows. Oh yeah, I like how this like how this looks. Yeah. Now the thing is, when it comes to the when it comes to this first part of the story, I think I don't think I want to show what the author looks like right away. That's kind of something I want to do much later into the story. So I would have to use dialogue. I would have to use like thought bubbles or dialogue bubbles in the future, in the beginning of the story. Like I mean, because for one thing, it's probably going to be difficult for me to draw the author well right now, but I do want to do something that because the thing is, because this is like a gradual evolution of drawing throughout the story, like the character that you're only going to see right away is Blot. You're only going to see Blot in the beginning of the story. And then as Blot gets more complex, and eventually the world around Blot comes into existence, and that becomes more complex. And eventually you'll go beyond dimensions, and then you'll eventually see the author himself in person, in flesh. I'm also wondering how I should execute this whole idea of the main character having to constantly progress. Like, progress as a person, like his body becoming more complex, but at the same time the author getting better at drawing. like, how do I implement a system for these two to improve themselves? Should I do something like solo leveling, you know, where there's like an interface, you know? Yeah, that's probably a dead trope. That's probably a terrible trope. Like, that would be interesting. Like, but instead of like getting like stats from a video game, they get stats for like I'll say like there's a stat for drawing a perfect straight line, drawing nice lines, drawing nice circles, or drawing oh, what was it? Drawing like if you draw nice curves, you can draw nice circles, or you can even like make like complex shapes, do like achievements for like posing, like the possibilities are pretty big. There's lots of possibilities that I could do with there's a lot of possibilities I could do with making such a system in which I can flesh out and motivate both the main character and the author to work together to improve themselves. I think it sounds like a great idea, because a lot of these webtoons were I mean, these a lot of these Korean manhwa, they have this trope where you know, main character gets OP through this special system inside his mind, and so he has like he has this kind of special interface, and this interface basically gives him like a quest to do, and then the rewards for those quests. But in this situation, the author isn't out of the story. They're not separate from the story. They haven't removed themselves from the story itself. They are heavily involved with the story itself. So how do I make it so that both the author and the main character can benefit from this system? Because it's a double system. Because as they work through the system, this special system, if this hypothetical one, I haven't decided if I actually want a system like this, but if there was a system where I could simultaneously level up the main character as well as the author, like leveling them both up at the same time, that would be crazy. Has people ever done that before? I don't even know if anybody's done that before. I mean, I've seen stories where main characters break the fourth wall and sometimes interact with the author to a limited degree. Like there was that special Daffy Duck special where the reveal at the end is that Bugs Bunny was drawing the whole thing and basically screwing up Daffy the whole time. He's like, "Ain't I a stinker?" Yeah, so instead of like some kind of something funny like that, because a lot of fourth wall breaks in stories are usually played for comedy. They're played for comedy, but if I actually have a serious story in which like the fourth wall in this story doesn't really exist, at least not between the main character and the author. There's so many possibilities to this, though. Okay, so we got the words. Come on, why can't I draw anything? Okay, I think this might be a good time to introduce the author. I think what we're looking for next, it might be something where we can introduce the author, because we can't portray the author right now. We can't portray the author visually right now, because they don't have, and also like this manhwa was actually saying, like, I mean, wait, why am I calling it a manhwa? Sorry, why am I calling it a manhwa? It's not a manhwa. Okay, but in this story, like, like, because the author can't draw anything, he basically, he lacks the confidence. So he lacks the confidence and the skill to draw anything that he thinks is worth drawing. So this beginning part shouldn't have any visual at all, aside from writing. So if that's the case, the only way we get to know what about the author in this early part of the story is through dialogue. It's the only way you can do it with this kind of story. You have to do it through dialogue. You have to do it through dialogue and exposition. So that's going to be interesting. I gotta see. I think this is where I'm going to start my paneling. Start my paneling somewhere around here. I gotta check something quickly. Hang on. Sorry. Okay, that's nothing going on there. All right, back to the thing. All right, so what should be a good time for the first panel to begin? I think the first panel, I think I'm going to want it on the right side. Maybe on the right side. Undo that. And I'm just fiddling with the frames here. Undo that. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, I don't know if I want a diagonal one, though. Yeah, undo that for the second. Alright, get ourselves... Yeah, right on in there. this would be a good time to introduce the character. But I think I'm not going to name him right away. I don't think I want to name him right away, though. But I think, should be a different font I should use for the regular exposition. Ooh, Bookman old style. Let's try that. And we'll try number 5 then. Crumpled paper falls to the ground. That doesn't have to be... Yeah. Crumpled paper falls to the ground as the... As the novice... fails attempt after attempt. Alright. Okay, so the box is a little bigger than I needed it to be. So we're gonna keep the words. Let's go back to the paneling. Hold on. I gotta check the paneling here. Hmm. Oh wait, that's part of it? Um... There we go. Yeah, let's delete the layer. Wait, what? I'm going to... I think I'm going to copy this. Darn it. Oh, come on. Hmm? Subtool detail? No. Is there a way to copy it? Circular text, huh? Ooh. Alright, I think I'll be able to remember that if I undo everything. Oh, did we get it? Nice, 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 nice. We got it. Alright. So, I think we're gonna go first, do the... I think, okay, next time, we gotta make the letters first, and then we can do the panel. Then we can do the boxes. Doing the boxes first just doesn't work. Alright, so... Crumpled... Oh, wait. It's supposed to be black. Hmm? Ah, darn, we did it again. to the floor. Crumpled paper falls to the floor as... Darn, I forgot. Wish I was able to copy that last quote. Crumpled paper falls to the floor as a... Now let me go back. Maybe I could go back on the stream and find it. That'd be funny if I could do that. Oh yeah. Crumpled paper falls to the ground as the novice artist fails attempt after attempt to draw something he deems as good. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get back to the ground. Alright. That's good. Yeah, I think now's a good time to bring in the paneling. There we go. Ah, okay. I think we got that. Alright. Got the first part. Can I draw anything? Crumpled paper falls to the ground as the novice artist struggles to draw anything he deems as good. Wait, that doesn't work there? Okay, so we got that. Alright, I can't move those. Oh, wait. Oh, I can! Yes, I can! I can move this! Nice. There we go. That makes things much easier. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, that's, Bookman 8. Yeah, 8. Bookman. Alright, got that. What the heck? Alright. Got that down there. What do we say next? Stayed awake for nearly 36 hours. Inspiration. He has stayed awake for nearly 36 hours. Inspiration seems far from this young man's desolate body. Ooh, that's kind of a mean quote, isn't that? We could take it like about there. All right, got that. Let's bring in some paneling. Maybe... yeah, that's probably not gonna work. That's the frame background. Nope, wrong one. It's not that one. Nope. Wait, what? Oh, darn it. Okay, there is that one. No, we're not going that whole layer. Oh, for Pete's sakes, really? Stay awake for nearly 36 hours. Okay. There we go. Seemed. Okay. Inspiration seemed far from this young man's desolate mind. There we go. Now I need to go back, do the paneling, and we should be good with that. All right. Got that. Got that. Oh, Code Recode. Welcome to the stream. Webcomic? Yeah, I kind of working on it. Yeah, it's not like any finished product or anything, but like I was just making a I explained a lot of it earlier on in the stream, but I basically like I'm kind of right now a very novice when it comes to art, and like I've been basically with my art streams, I've been basically doing very like random little drawings, nothing very significant, and I feel like I can't sustain that if I don't have enough motivation. So I came up with an idea today where I can use progress in art through a story. Like the beginning of the story, the main character is like he's not very well drawn on purpose, but like he's very simplistic, and through a relationship between the main character and the author, like basically the character and the author kind of levels up, they improve, and the main character actually starts evolving in terms of their physical appearance. Like they go from like a little blot on a little blot on the screen to like a little dot to like a stick figure to something a little more complex than that, and then basically they get more detailed over time. So I figured that would be a way to motivate myself to improve in art in a narrative structure. And so that's kind of what I'm going for here. So tonight I was just kind of going through the paneling, how I would go through the paneling in the beginning, because like since I don't start off good, like me or the author within the story is not very good at drawing right away, that I start off with like a blank white screen, like all you see is his words basically and exposition. But then like when he begins to draw something, like like when the main character is born, for like just a simple blot on the screen. Uh, by the way, if you saw the thumbnail, the the title of the story, I'm calling it the blot effect right now. But I don't know if that's gonna change or not. But basically, like the author makes like this little blot on the paper, like kind of like a blot of frustration or something. But then a little later, he comes back and he realizes that that this blot is actually self-aware. This blot under the paper is self-aware, and then and that basically when they end up trying to communicate with each other, they both realize that they can help each other. And this gives the artist the motivation to improve himself, to get better, and that's basically how the story catalysts from there. I haven't planned everything out because I just came up with this idea earlier today while I was at work. But yeah, that's basically what my plan is here. So what I'm working on right now isn't going to be like the finished product or anything. Like I'm still kind of trying to see how I plan this, how I can position like the words, the boxes. It's all experimental for me at the moment. So RPG webcomic then. Kind of like that, yeah. Yeah. But this is the interesting thing though, like if you take like one of those manhwa like solo leveling for instance, like you got the main character really just levels up, he gets OP and all that. Like and there's like the system window that constantly updates him on his progress and stuff. The difference though between that and what I'm kind of working on is that the author is also personally part of the journey along with the main character. It's not just the main character on this journey, it's the author as well. Because like the main character, they're basically becoming more fleshed out as the it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship because you'll have the main character constantly evolve in appearance and in character while also having the artist simultaneously improving himself in art at the same time. And then through their efforts together, not only do they get better, but also they end up both creating another world. They end up creating the world within the story itself, and it's very I this is just all concept for me at the moment. Like it's all stuff that I've been thinking about within the last few hours, so it's a lot to take in at the moment. So I'll have it more fleshed out later on, but that's kind of what I'm just trying to plan out. It's kind of like this is kind of what I think of like it's kind of like a concept. I'm kind of doing like a concept of chapter 1 maybe, but it's not official. It's not this isn't the official chapter 1. So anything you see written on the screen might not stay that way by the time I rewrite the chapter. By the time I publish the chapter or anything. I don't even know where I would publish it yet. So it's a lot of unknowns at the moment. Okay, let me definitely gotta fix this here. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I think this... Nope, wait. This will work, I think. Just gotta center the words a little bit. Alright. So what we're gonna do after this. think after this I have to do something where I actually... It's probably a good place where I put thought bubbles from the author. So we got exposition boxes, some basic ones there. And we basically started here with the frustration of the author, like he just can't draw anything. Gotcha. Overworked main character background. Overworked. That's not the main character. It's the author that's the overworked one. The author is the overworked one, but the main character is going to start off as a blot on the page. So the main character starts as a blank slate, but then develops over time with help from the author. So that's basically it. The overworked one is the author, not the main character. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, why did I do that? Whoops. Draw or block. Me bad. Oh, okay. All right. And I'm still pretty new at this particular program, because right now I'm using Clip Studio Paint, and a lot of these techniques are new to me in general, so try to figure out how everything works. I'm trying to get the purple screen off. I must be focusing on the wrong thing. Ah, there we go. Alright, so... yeah, do we have thought bubbles in here? Oh, there's the bubbles. Oh, thought bubble tail. Hang on. Wait, background? No? Yeah, what do I do here? And these layers, the layers are the things that really trip me up here. Oh, well, those work. Okay. Balloon pen. Okay. Let's try to check out a rounded balloon first here. Oh, okay, that's how it works. Okay, that's cool, kind of cool. Interesting. Let's see, ellipse balloon. Okay. And a curve balloon. Oh, okay. Well, that one went well. And then a rectangle balloon. Okay. Balloon pen. Okay, that works. So what am I gonna do? I think I'm going to... okay, so these would be considered part of one page, because I was looking earlier. Clip Studio had this article that showed how to work with paneling for webcomics, and they say that, like, if you're looking at the comic on a smartphone or something, like, you only want to have two panels visible at max at any given time. 2 panels max. So like from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen, you'll only see two panels. I put up a I put this up, but I don't think I should do that right now. So yeah, because you don't want to have too many panels within a single space, too close together, and you don't want too many dialogue boxes as well. So they're saying, like, in every page, don't only have two panels and 3 max dialogue bubbles. If I just knew how to make that work here. Good. Maybe I should move. I should probably move. Nope, that's not it. No, it's not that one. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, optimization thingies. Yep, those is difficult. Yeah. So I think if I'm gonna do that, maybe I should put the 2 boxes a little closer together. Probably something like that. There we go. Oh, wait. Hang on. Why is that layered a weird color? Why? I was wondering why it was purple. Did I color it purple by mistake? I don't think I did. It's probably just, it's probably something else. Oh well. So let's see how that looks. Blow it up a little bit more. The paper falls to the ground. The novice artist struggles to draw anything he deems as good. He stayed awake for nearly 36 hours. Inspiration seems far from this young man's desolate mind. Okay, so yeah, I think on the phone probably I'll have to find out what the dimension. I'll have to double check the dimensions on the phone on cell phones so I kind of know what size I'm looking at here. So I think this is good for now since we're just trying to plan out where I want everything to be. Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna go back to the thought bubbles. And the interesting thing I think because there's nothing on there's not going to be anything on the screen until he makes the blot on the page. I think I have to figure out how to point like the dialogue bubbles. A thought balloon tail. Maybe like it's pointed outward. Undo that. Polyline. Ooh, let's see what a polyline looks like. What the heck? Okay, that's weird. Undo that. Alright, what about the spline? What does the spline do? Okay. I'll need more practice to figure those out. Let's just stick with the straight line. Oh. What's this? What'd I do this time? Ooh. Oh, that's what I did. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense what I did. Okay. I figured it out. It was the width of the tail. I had significantly increased the size of it. Yeah. So it could be something like that. Okay. Next up, go back to the dialogue. That definitely is going to be reduced. The hardest part of this is to come up with the lines on the spot. They're gonna be really they're gonna be really cheesy or cliche lines to start off with, but I'll probably refine them later off stream. So let's see how it reads so far here. Come on, why can't I draw anything? Crumpled paper falls to the ground as the novice artist struggles to draw anything he deems as good. He has stayed awake for nearly 36 hours. Inspiration seemed far from this young man's desolate mind. What to say after? What for him to think after that? Didn't... Okay. Nope. Didn't think the simple act of starting. Yeah, I should probably get rid of... Probably get that out of the way. I can't do that right now. Darn. I have to erase... darn it. Keep telling myself, I feel like I have to do the boxes after I write the dialogue. So I write out all the words first and then put the bubble in, because putting in the boxes when you're not fully sure what the words are gonna be is just a pain to try to get the words to fit in after that. So we're gonna undo, yeah, undo all that. Now we can go back to the text. All right. Bookman 8. Didn't think... Nope. Didn't think starting... be this hard. And this might not be... So this might not be what it turns out, but this is what I'm gonna go with at the moment. All right. Think those are in a good spot there. Now let's bring in the bubble. Yeah, something like that. Didn't think starting art would be this hard. I can't even think about what I want to draw. I think after this, I think I'm gonna add another comment, but it's gonna be on top of that bubble. So let's see, go back down. Oh, I'm gonna need to. There we go. Need a break. And then I'll have like a bubble like right about here. Yeah. It would overlap with the other bubble. And around here, would probably be the time I put in the blot. Okay, but first let's get a bubble in here. Ah, there we go. All right. I think from down here. Ooh. That's the thing, like, I'm thinking of a couple things that I would want to how I want to show the blot being made. But like I was just that my thought just now was that what if I show the paintbrush like just dropped on the page and it just causes the blot to form on the paper, but at the same time, like, paint my vision of the paintbrush is a little complex, and I feel like that shouldn't be here right away. So I could just have. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait, I think I just got an idea. Maybe I can use... Maybe I can use the dialogue bubbles as an avenue for putting the blot on the page. Like, maybe put it, like, somewhere behind these two bubbles and only show it a little bit, but then when you scroll further down, you see it zoomed, the blot zoomed in. That'd be a good, interesting idea. And then after it zooms in, then you go to the title of the story. And then you go to the regular chapter, because this is like kind of like a preview kind of area. So, maybe I could do something like that. I don't know. We'll see how that works. So first off, let's go to a good old pen right at the moment. Oh. Oh, there it is. Ooh, yeah. I forgot how big this was. Whoops. So the blot, like, this isn't where I'm going to put it, but this is just trying to get some ideas of what, and then boom, the main character faced the reader in a spooky way. Halloween. And not quite like that, but if I zoom out, no, that would end up being too large right away. So if I'm going to have that character on this page right away, I think I'm going to want to have it very small at the first, and then work my way to make it bigger, like zoom out on the next page. Zoom in on the next page, yeah. Start off like really small. And behind the bubbles there. Kind of like that, maybe. And then, like, if I go further down the page, we can zoom it in, but have it in the same relative area as it was up there. Oh, this might be a good place to. But then I also looked at that tutorial, that tips for the paneling, and square panels. So they basically say that different panels are used for different types of scenes. Very large full page panels are for like dramatic scenes or like scenic shots. Small squares are for sequences of scenes, and slanted panels are action scenes. So I wonder, maybe, okay, this might be the good time for me to make a panel like right under these two bubbles here, because it will show like kind of like a passage of time, maybe. So let me see. Oh, no, too low. Oh, hello. All right. Now we can work on what this is. Doesn't have to be any specific shape, because at this point Blot is very formless. Like there's really no form, no specific form to him. Oh wait. Wait. I think I got an idea. Oops. Ah, dang it. What'd I do? Oh, there it is. Ugh, thought I lost that. Alright. I think what I'm going to do then, I'll have another box inside of the box to show a passage of time and showing the thing to it's growing bigger. Alright. There we go. So then... What am I missing here? No? Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh. Ooh, maybe one more... Yeah, well, I think we'll do one more panel in here, within here. There we go. Now, we really zoom... We really zoom in. I'll do that. Oh, that's probably where we should put... Oh, wrong layer. Let's get the bubbles in here. Oh, wait. No, let's do text first here. Ellipse. Do that. Course. Thought bubble balloon. Undo. Width of the tail, definitely reduce. Now, we add one more thing. Do an exclamation, a large exclamation point. Yeah, something like that. Alright, Alright. I think we then put I think I'm gonna just finish off by doing like a simple part of the title here, and then I'm gonna wrap up for the night. Alright. Now then, I think we're going to paint something right about there on the background, maybe. Ah, there it is. Okay. Undo that. There we go. Alright. So, this is basically going to be the beginning. This is the starting point, basically. This is going to be a finished product, but this is a good start. A good start for me getting the idea in my head. Thank you guys for stopping by at the, stopping by tonight. I will continue this tomorrow night. Continue some of my ideas on it. And, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you especially to Code Recode for stopping by. And I will see you guys all next time. Until then, this is Risey Lucas, signing out.